decide on the course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission.
But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within.
I'll follow your lead. We can keep this under wraps for now.
Loyalty like yours doesn't go unnoticed or unrewarded.
Star Trek Resurgence feels like you're living inside a Star Trek episode with its cinematic, story-driven adventure. But here's the big question. Is it worth playing? And more importantly, can someone who isn't a hardcore Star Trek fan still enjoy it? Resurgence is a narrative adventure set in the next generation era. You control two main characters, Jara Rydek, a half-Kobliot first officer, and Carter Diaz, an enlisted engineer, as they navigate a political crisis between two alien factions and investigate a strange anomaly.
Your people suffered brutal treatment at the hands of the Cardassians, not unlike how we have been treated by the Alidians.
As much as they'd have you believe they are the victims here, remember it was the Hotari who attacked us.
What really makes it stand out is the writing. The story is genuinely well done, the characters are likable, and I found myself caring about them and the choices I had to make. There's real consequences, and because of that, there were moments I was thinking about what to do till I didn't have much time left to make a decision. With these kinds of outcomes that ripple through the story, it really adds tension and emotional weight to the story. This game doesn't just tell a Star Trek story, it looks and feels like an actual TV episode. The camera work is really well done with its uses of wide shots, close-ups during emotional beats, and dynamic push-ins for those tense moments. This interactive storytelling is crafted with care and makes Resurgence feel authentically Star Trek to me. Eventually, you meet iconic characters like Spock and Commander Riker, with Jonathan Frakes himself returning to voice Riker.
And let me ask, as first officer on a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut.
What's great about their appearances is that it isn't just a cameo. They're woven into the story, adding weight to their characters. Even if you don't know Star Trek lore, these moments still work. One of the things that really stood out to me while playing Resurgence was the game's use of lighting and framing to create emotion and ways to invest me in the scene. Take moments like this, notice the close-up framing. The camera pushes in tight on the Major's face, emphasizing the character's features and their emotional intensity. This is all about isolating the subject, making us focus not on the background or the room, but on the subtle tension in their eyes, their expression, the lines on their face. The use of dramatic colored lighting, deep purples and blues that cast half the character's face in shadow, adding tension and mystery. Now let's talk about gameplay. Resurgence is your typical adventure game. Think of things like from Telltale. But what I really enjoyed the most was when I had to use the tricorder to scan the environment and the occasional phaser combat. There are some technical hiccups like performance drops, quirky animations, and floaty controls, like having to drag my mouse across the desk because the sensitivity is just so low. Exploration often feels limited, with not much incentive to wander off the main path, but despite these rough spots, the story is strong enough to carry the game and keep you wanting to continue the story. So, should you play Star Trek Resurgence? As a Star Trek fan, I think so. It's easily one of the most engaging Star Trek experiences I've had in a long time, capturing the spirit of the shows better than any I've played. But what if you're not a Star Trek fan? Well, if you enjoy narrative games like The Wolf Among Us or The Walking Dead, and you're into sci-fi, meaningful choices, and moral dilemmas, this will hook you right in. Just go in knowing it's not a polished AAA experience. It's about the story first, and if that clicks with you, you'll find plenty to enjoy.
On your command.
Engage.